Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Hey, buddy, don't get on my screen. Hey,
Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one.
you get along with that bullshit.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Snags it, and there's running room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a...
There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and, man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage, moving down the field to score in that opening series.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Simmons. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Here's a give to Hardy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
What we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success, so you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got his man. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to Fluff. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He's going to take a shot. Leap and grab for a big gain. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Coming out with it, it's Lee. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Maybe some room here. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Shows him the stiff arm. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Give to the left, it's Hardy. Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Breaks into the open.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Austin Simmons, the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. The defense takes matters into its own hands. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Throwing Simmons. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll give it to Hardy. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the tight end. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The kick is on its way. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's a give to Bothwell. There's a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Here's Simmons to throw. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going.
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just feeds the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Taylor wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll go with Bothwell. There's some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Taylor wants to throw it. It's on target and complete.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off play action. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gets it to him on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They go play action with Simmons. Right on the money. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Simmons to the air again. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Bring in the heat. And they got him. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Taylor wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's it's the Sooners with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And it brings them to us.
Makes the grab and room to run. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a give to Hardy. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Simmons. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield at Simmons. Under fire. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Buck. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments. Taylor wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. There he goes. Running through contact. Touch, bounding over the top.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Taylor wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Catch in the middle, it's Terry.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Tigers will hustle to the line. One more time, it's Hardy. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go with Hardy. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to Hardy. Picked up 8 yards there, third down and 2. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Right back to Hardy. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. They'll run for it, it's Hardy. Tried to run it on fourth and 2, and he won't make it. He'll be stopped a yard short.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive, you're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Black. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Or you
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. Listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's a little room there. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get.
Let me get that one, bro. I got that one about enough, man. I'm moving on the ground.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his spot. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Throwing Simmons. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Secures it at the 30. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. rides to back and leaves it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. Across the 25. He's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Missouri wants to go fast.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Simmons on play action. Going for the big play. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it go. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Snatches it on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw it again. It's caught. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back to back.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. They'll move the wide receiver. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And you got to wonder about the confidence of this kid. It's been up and down, 1 for 4 now in this game kicking after that miss.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Simmons. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Makes him talk to the hand. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game.